guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel. I will be uploading new videos about my gameplay and free guide of Marvel Future Fight on a daily basis. Please do subscribe to my channel to learn more about this game, and of course we grow together. So as you know that most of us will be getting a Mega 6-star rank up ticket from the 5-year anniversary event check-in event, and we will also be getting a Tier 2 Mega Advancement ticket from the event shop. So today I'm gonna cover my top 10 best choices of premium characters for a 6-star Mega Rank Up ticket and the Tier 2 Mega Advancement ticket. And I will also add on a comment of a special premium character at the end of my video as well. Okay, so basically I would rank those characters accordingly from number 10 to number 1 based on my own evaluation and based on my own opinion. The ranking is set based on their value in both PvE and PvP. Are they useful as a support, or they have useful leadership? So you know what to expect from those characters. My suggestion is that you should maximize the value of a 6-star Mega Rank Up ticket and a Tier 2 Mega Advancement ticket by choosing only the valuable or strongest premium characters, because those characters cost real money. You should use those tickets on the characters which are available at the biometric subscription, which are these, and the characters that are available from this exchange subscription. So if you have a character that is just at 1 star, now is the best time for you to fully utilize the value of those tickets. You can upgrade a premium character from 1 star to 6 star by using the 6-star Mega Rank Up ticket, and then immediately use a Tier 2 Mega Advancement ticket on that specific character without doing anything with their mastery and gears. So this is the way to fully maximize your tickets, and it gives you the maximum value and return. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, number 10 is Gambit. He used to be very good as a solo clearer in Robots Ultimate, but now it's kind of like obsolete because nowadays we have a lot of top tier blast characters like Jean Grey, Sharon Rogers, or Doctor Strange. So that really reduced the value of Gambit. But he's still decent in Robots Ultimate against Call Obsidian, Chorus, and Ebony because of the massive damage of his 5th skill. But he is a piece of paper, he dies easily, so that might be the thing that you have to take into consideration. Number 9, we have Valkyrie. The only reason I would rank her as number 9 is simply because of her Tier 2 passive skill, which gives you the increased damage to supervillain type by 45% and decreased damage received from supervillain type by 15%, which is very useful as a support in Robots Ultimate. Also, she gives you the flexibility as her passive skill applies to all allies. That means you can use her to team up with everyone you like in Robots Ultimate. But keep in mind that you can only utilize her Tier 2 passive skill when you Tier 2 her. But that's all about her. Other than that, she's not good in any game mode except for low level stages of Shadowland. Moving to number 8, we have Weapon Hex. She is very useful as a Robots Ultimate Striker because of her 4th skill, which gives you the all defense down, 100% all defense down, which is very useful in Robots Ultimate. And she also provides the healing ability which applies to all allies. Besides that, she is quite tanky in PvP, and she can definitely do some of the lower stages of Robots Ultimate and Shadowland. Number 7, we have Sentinel with his latest uniform, which is this Nimrod uniform. I'm going to purchase this uniform as soon as the uniform is on sales, and going to Tier 2 him as well. As you can see, all his gear are at 20, which is ready to be Tier 2. Okay, back to the topic. Sentinel Nimrod is a tankier. He is very tanky in PvP game mode. Of course, it's also useful for Shadowland, but keep in mind that you have to purchase his uniform, which is this Nimrod uniform, in order to be that good. He is not that good with his base kit. So that's something that you have to consider. Moving to number 6, we have Spider-Man 2099. He is as good as Nimrod in PvP game mode, but the only reason why I rank him above Nimrod is simply because he can do some of the higher stages of Robots Ultimate, like he can do stage 50 against Chorus if he is equipped with a damage proc Obelisk or with a PvE CTP. Besides that, his webbing skill is really annoying if you don't have the remove or debuff leadership like Jingray leadership. Your character are hardly to do anything against Spider-Man 2099 in PvP game mode because of all of his annoying webbing skill and dodge ability. Number 5, we have Colossus. He is very useful as a support in PvP because of his passive skill, which give you the decreased damage received from superhero type by 50% and decreased damage received from supervillain type by 50%, which is very useful as no matter what team your opponent is going to use, every damage they do, if you automatically reduce to 50%. Also, his tier 2 passive skill which gives you the ability of reflecting 100% of physical damage received, which is very useful to counter all the physical attacker. And you will see most of the top team in Timeline Battle will have Colossus to team up with Jingray or Thanos or both. So yes, basically he is a god tier of support in PvP game mode, but he needs his latest uniform to have all that good stuff, which is this Phoenix 5 uniform. Number 4 is Nick Fury. He is very useful as a support in which his tier 2 passive skill gives you the increased damage to supervillain by 50%, but need to take note that this skill is only usable when you tier 2 him. Besides that, he also has a great leadership which provides 50% increase of all attack, which is an insane amount of attacks, but both skill only applies to hero allies. So it means it's not usable to use him to team up with villain characters like Thanos or Magneto. On the other hand, not only useful as a support, he can do pretty well in Robots Ultimate and Shadowland on his own as well. Number 3, we have Ghost Panther. Same as Nick Fury, good as a support as his tier 2 passive skill give you the increased damage to supervillain by 45% and decreased damage from supervillain by 15%. The only difference is Ghost Panther's tier 2 passive skill applies to all allies, which is a little bit flexible than Nick Fury. On the other hand, he can do pretty well in Robots Ultimate and Shadowland on his own. The only reason why I would rank Ghost Panther above Nick Fury is simply because that Ghost Panther is a universal type of character, which is very unique because we don't have many strong universal characters. Universal also gives you the flexibility in Shadowland which Nick Fury can't. Okay, number 2, we have Namor. He is a god tier in all the PvE game mode. He can do very high stages of Robots Ultimate, Shadowland. He can achieve like 4 to 5 millions in Extreme Alliance battle. He can solo both Master Mode and Galactus Giant Boss Raid. So if you don't have him at 6 star or tier 2 yet, you should go ahead to use those tickets on him if you are looking for a PvE killer. However, he's not good in PvP. Moving to number 1, we have Luna Snow. She can do what Namor does. She is the killer in Robots Ultimate, Shadowland, Giant Boss Raid and Extreme Alliance battle as well. However, she is not good in PvP, same as Namor. But there is a thing that set Luna Snow is a little bit better than Namor, which is Luna Snow has a self-healing on her 4th skill and her 5th skill. And also she has an entice ability on her 4th skill, which is very useful for PvE game mode because you just entice the robots and the robots can't do anything for like 6 seconds. That's why I rank Luna Snow above Namor. Okay, so that's kind of my top 10 best choices of premium characters. Pick a character that meet your current needs. So that's all my based on my own evaluation and my own opinion for the 10 best choices of premium characters. And there is another special character I would like to add on, which is Yelena, which was introduced 2 weeks ago. I know you must be thinking why she is not included in the top 10 best premium characters. Is she not good enough? Yeah, in my opinion, she is just an average character, not good enough. It's not necessary to have her, in my opinion. Based on my research, she can do some of the low-level robot stages on her own, but the problem is, it seems that she needs her new uniform in order to be that kind of good, which means you have to spend crystal to purchase this Marvel's Black Widow snowsuit of Yelena in order to be that kind of good. But maybe I'm wrong. I would definitely test her out in the very near future and give my comments. As you can see, I haven't had her at tier 2 yet, not even at 6 star, although I could because I still have a spare mega rank up ticket. But I just wanted to wait until her BIOS reach around 300 something, which is ready for all her gears, then only use a mega rank up ticket on her. So if you have any different opinions, feel free to share in the comment box below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and thank you for watching.